Am I muted? I am muted. Well, what a howler of a start. You know what? Here we are, Monday, and I start the show horribly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's probably because it was not, I wouldn't say a horrible weekend, but it would certainly wasn't a sweet weekend, considering how the results went. But also it wasn't too bitter, because um other other clubs, pretty much there was a big convention, a big club convention, and all the big clubs said, "Listen, guys, we have to lose this season. I mean, this weekend. Pardon me. We have to lose this weekend." And then you know what happened? Um, Arsenal didn't get the memo. As I said, the big club convention, we agreed we're not winning this weekend. And, you know, Manchester City as well, they're not a big club. They decided to beat Burnley 5-1. Arsenal decided to scam a win versus Newcastle. That was such a dagger for Newcastle. Because we're doing the watch along here, and it just felt so like if I was a Newcastle fan, I'd be pissed right now. I'd still be so angry. I'd still be fuming. To lose like on the 94th minute. Mm. Um, yeah. So, but anyway, so yeah, so it was a very strange weekend. Everybody like strange results, except obviously as we said for Man City and Arsenal. Chelsea lost to Brighton 3-1. Liverpool lost to Crystal Palace 2-1. Yo, shout out to Crystal Palace, by the way. Still the only club that's unbeaten so far this season. And I mean, zero losses. Come on now. Come on. Flowers gotta go to Mr. Glasner. He is definitely in the kitchen. He is cooking something, and that's why he's rumored to be in the short list slash in the preference list for a lot of Manchester United fans. He's a popular name that people mention. So we'll get into that a little later because really the point of today's show, I figured we might as well just bring back the grades. I got enough reminders from various people that were like, yo, wow, what grade did Maguire get? Because it really is an interesting like way to kind of break down a game because we get to see how different fans just react to just different player performances and how they interpret um, um, a loss or a win, you know. So yeah, all right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. So, but don't forget to hit the like button if you're just joining in. This is the Football Power Hour, Brentford versus Manchester United match review, and I will obviously give a grade to Ruben Amorim, and I'm sure we will have an interesting discussion about Ruben Amorim because yeah, there's a lot going on. But in summary, some people saying, well, get rid of him, and I think the people that want to keep Ruben Amorim are almost extinct. And yeah, it's just very very difficult to see him inspire change moving forward. Looking at the fact that, like I said, this when a team when the players stop believing in a manager's tactics, that is when you have to pull the plug. And yeah, I think we're almost there. I think we're almost there, if not there already. I want to hear what you think about each player, and we're gonna just do this the way we used to do it, which was like starting from the back, um, and just sort of just yeah. talking about every single player. So here we go. So let me do this. So it's Brentford versus Manchester United. And we're gonna make a little Excel document. Boom. And let me see. The last time we did this was for a Leicester game. My lord, that was a long time ago. But here we go. All right, I just changed the name to Brentford, and I'm gonna share screen in a second. Boom. All right. So shout out to the doctor in the building. Shout out to Shay Arsenal. Shout out to Stephanie and SLD and everybody that's in the chat. Yo, if you're just joining in, make your presence felt. Yeah, so the last time we did this, Onana was still a goalkeeper. And the last comment was needs to work on his distribution. Oh Lordy Lord. Bayern Day was in goal, and you know what? Let me clear out these guys. Let's see. Hoyland used his weak foot finally, and he gets a B. Oh my god! And as I said, this was the game versus Leicester City. Bruno was Mr. Incredible, quality goals and good assists. Oh my god, Bruno, and he got an A. Wow. Well, well, well. Good assist. Look better on the right for Dallo. Oh my lord. Craziness. All right. Let's cleanse that and really just like put our lineup starting with we obviously had Binding goal. We had an odd but on paper a decision that kind of makes sense when you think about it. They make fun of Ruben Amorim saying, you lost to a set piece coach. You know, how come you got schooled by what's his name, Keith Andrews? And guess what? Like Brentford is actually good in set pieces, so it made sense to get Maguire and Delict on the starting lineup together. You know, on paper that decision makes sense. I don't really know how horrible Lenny Euro is in training in aerial balls or Aid in Heaven, but I'm sure these guys see these players and they make decisions and assessments based on what they see, right? So if maybe Haven is not ready to be exposed, um aerial balls, you know what I mean? It kind of makes sense on paper. But at the same time, my lord, the way he deployed them is like, okay, you have Maguire in the middle. First of all, actually, let's acknowledge the fact that this was probably the game with the most rotational switches or positional switches, in-game positional switches I've ever seen under Ruben Amorim. I have no idea who played where. There was a moment where, especially when we got to the second half, it was like, what the Ruben, what are you doing in the kitchen? Like, for real? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Ah, man. Okay. Let's go to it. All right. So we had Delict, we had Maguire. We also had Luke Shawbeto. Sure. And then we had obviously Dalo and Dorgu as the wing backs. Boom. Dorgu. And then we had a midfield. We have Bruno and Ugarte. And we had the number 10, Cunha Mbumo, and then up front was Cisco. Cunha, which looks like a really nice look at the names I'm replacing. It's I don't know why it seems like we're cursed. Now let me take these grades out before anybody that tunes in says, yo, what is this guy smoking? Let's just clear things out here. Boom. Let's clear out these comments. Boom. All right. So I don't even know if there's any notable subs, but here we go. We'll do this this way. So starting just from the goalkeeper Bayern there, who really I feel like One thing that stands out about him is the fact that he let in a goal that was aimed more or less at him. Oh my god. Oh my lord. Not that that would have changed anything if he had saved it, but Jesus. Where is my
Get out of here, man. Jesus. Jesus is Lord.
but all time my dear my man, I don't know, fam. You guys to sit down, bro. I don't know what's going on with this guy where he doesn't seem to get better. He's been given ample opportunities and he's just so unconvincing. And that last goal that we conceded is just an exemplification of the fact that like he keeps on when you think he's building confidence and getting somewhere. he, he shows you another element of his game here that makes you say, "What the hell?" You know, I don't even know, man. I don't know. I don't know how to really, really, really feel about him. Um, as a number two, I guess it makes sense to still have him, but we gotta have a better number two. He can't be a long term project if he doesn't like, improve some of these like errors and presence, lack of presence that he has right now. But we still gotta give him credit for the good saves from for the Nathan Collins attempt and uh, what's his name, Berg, Seb van der Berg. Um, but and then I think Thiago also tested him and he made a really good save. Um, so it should be a D, and it will stay a D. I nearly put it at a C, but like nah. You conceded three, fam. Ah, Lord, you conceded three. You know, do you get where I was gonna go, dog? I don't know. I think yeah. He it's so weird because there was good moments. Good, I don't want to just like just hammer the kid. A few good moments, but Lordy Lord, that last one. Oh gosh. Okay, Delict. Let's go to Delict real quick and say, he was also part of the guilty bunch, for that second goal. You know, acted a little bit too late before deciding to like challenge Patrick Shade. Um but I did see him also take a shot. Did he hit the target? I don't even think. Delict has a funny way of being a center back and like having some sort of say in the attack, which is really sometimes you want that. But also them shots gotta be on target. If you're gonna take a long shot, Delict, let's look at his stats real quick. Where is Delict? Boom. Accurate passes, 95%. That's good. That's good. Okay, yeah, he did take a shot and it was off target. Yeah, but other than that, really good like defensive display, four-headed clearances, seven clearances in total, three tackles, four ball recoveries. Won 80% of his duels. Still got schooled on the aerial duels though. 40%. God damn. But it's not better than Bayende. Am I being toxic positive? Nah, fam. Don't worry. I'm gonna rush through these. The lowest grade is an F. F for you are a failure. You'll never make it. Think about your life. And I think like the second lowest is E, and then D, C, B, an A. Yeah, I don't know if we, because like anytime we, yeah. Anyway, so like let's quickly talk about Delict. I think like we said, it's not better than Bayern. I still think it's on par with Bayern there. You know, um, really. Do you get a grade for making the starting lineup? Well, you start with a C, right? In general. Stephanie, you funny. Everybody can get an F.
Get right here, man.
I hear it, Stephanie. I hear it. But all right, all right, all right. Let's stay on course. I want to speed through these. Okay, so as I said, Delict is a D. And just I think like he's part of the guilty bunch, really. Um, for the second goal. Guilty fellas. Okay. Maguire, Harry Maguire. Oh my lord. I don't want this to look like I hate Maguire, but it's definitely below Delict. I don't know if you agree with me, but it was like flashback of old Maguire, where just like the first thing is a calamity, you know. And there's nothing wrong with playing the offside trap, by the way. There is nothing wrong with playing the offside trap. You gotta be quick with it though, especially because he was sort of in a little bit of a like sweeper sort of position. Even though we're high up the field, I don't know. He should have acted quicker. You see that the defender is about to make the long pass. Shaw is up there. Delict is out there. Move up quicker, bro. Just that slow decision making. It's just that really set the tone for this game. And I don't want to blame Maguire because any team can concede, and it's not upon the first player that made the mistake that led to the first goal being conceded. It's not upon that person to like take all the blame. But once you have an opening, like how like it just makes everything so nervy. So anyway, he was taken off. Euro was brought in, but Maguire was an E for me, and yeah, that slow decision making. Or maybe he decided, but his body was like slower. Whatever it is, whatever Harry's excuse is, yeah, it's an E for him. And then Luke Shaw. Luke the Shaw is an interesting one because another sloppy performance. Um, I don't know what to make of Luke Shaw because he's also part of the guilty bunch. You know, he definitely does not go without blame, and I don't even know how we're still having Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw at this moment in time in our like Manchester United that's supposed to be different, you know? It's like well that Ferrari that's got like tomato tires. You know when the tires is finished. Yeah. That's Luke Shaw. He's the tomato tires. I think it's an E, fam. I think it's an E. Sloppy Shaw. We gonna call him that. Um, Patrick Dorgu, I think, was the only guy that could really um, leave that game with a little bit of like, hey, I tried my best. I did my homework. The rest of the group did it. Type of player. It's by no coincidence that he was the most foul player in the match. He won the most duels in the match. He won 12 duels. So let's give Patrick Dorgu his flowers. Honestly, he tried. He tried. And I'm only excited for the future for Patrick Dorgu because I feel like we've got a player with a very high ceiling there. you know. Um, and he just needs to keep developing and become the day he starts to really figure out his final decision making and also his shot accuracy. Yeah. We're gonna have a very productive left hand side. And by the way, he's somebody that, like, when we bought him, they talked about his multi positionalness, right? And I think the first game he played on the right wing back, and but he can also apparently play like an attacking position as well. So Dorgu is one. Consider that he's only 20 years old. Yeah, he's one for the future for sure. But in his performance yesterday, we gave him his flowers, and I think he's the one player that I can say he's also very keen on crossing as well. He narrowly failed to connect with Mbumo, which would have been a nice equalizer. So he tried, he tried, he tried, and I'll give him a very low C. He tried. 20-year-olds tried, fam. Let's go to Diogo Dallo. Dallo, yeah. I just want to say disappointing. Disappointing Dallo gets a D. D for disappointing Dallo. I I don't know if you hate your own countrymen or what. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. But he is supposed to be, him and Bruno is like the Portuguese are imploding. Did Bruno send a text message to Ruben? You gotta send a voice note and say, man, brother, listen. I waited 4 minutes, 30 seconds to take that pen. My mind was not right. I don't know what his excuse is, but bruh, like these, I said it. I said this on the good, bad, and ugly, that there's something that's psychologically not aligned with Bruno right now, and I think it's just adjusting. Um, I don't know. I don't know. He missing two penalties so far, unforgivable. That's all I'm gonna say about this. Unforgivable. Because if he had scored that, it would have been a totally different game. Scuffing your penalty. That's we expect higher from you. And then even after, like, it's, you can miss a penalty, but then what you do afterwards, you just let your mentality go, you know. And it's one of these things where his emotions are just taking over again, and he can't control them. Ugarte, I don't know. Ugarte was MIA for me. I just didn't see Ugarte in that game. Brentford was just going through. I really Ugarte. I didn't really. No passing, no presence, and that's really bad if you're a midfielder and you're a passenger. MIA. If we could give Ugarte a U, well, we would, but like I don't think. I think it's a D or E. I think it's an E, fam. Why the hell is E on this one? Why does this Ugarte not have an E? God, somebody been playing around with these grades. We got L, but Ugarte gets an E. Boom. Cunha. Cunha. Cunha is an interesting one because he's here to try and
Yo, oh, alone, bro. What criminality is this?
No, wait, let me go through them. Let me.
I don't remember us doing this last season. What is going on?
Which one do you agree with or disagree with?
Bro, I do not have the right to say anything. I feel sorry for the audience because remember, I was on a date, bro. I only saw the bad parts in like the highlights, basically. I didn't get to watch the whole thing. And people said I shouldn't watch the whole game. That's how bad it was. That's what people told me. Because I asked them, yo, should I rewatch this? I said, nah, bro, don't do it. Don't do it.
It was tough. It was tough. It was tough. It's a horrible, even just like the highlights. Usually like after a game, little later on, I'll just watch the highlights. You know, but this time around, I
Yeah.
don't even want to see the highlights at all. I'm like, nah, 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 nah. This is torture.
You
There
know
were
what? We deserve better, bro.
I know
Low
all
lights,
the
bro.
highlights
That's it.
exactly.
He's right, bro.
So
Because I was waiting for all the mistakes, bro, because people gave me footnotes, bro. Like, watch Maguire get beaten for pace. Watch Dia not make himself big enough. I said, oh, Lord, was it
mhm,
that bad?
mm.
Ah,
So I was when you broke into the scene, I was talking about Cunha trying to figure out like what kind of performance he had because he tried, but like he put a lot too much individual effort and then forgot about the team. And but at the same time, you are expecting Cunha to be a player that can like cause danger to Brentford, and he just didn't. I don't know
you know
what's
what's
going
crazy,
on
bro?
with our team.
You know what's crazy? We signed a Maverick and then we get upset when he wants to behave like one. That's the crazy thing to me. We knew what we were signing when we got Cunha.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
like,
saying he had a good game. I'm not
yeah,
excusing it,
yeah.
but I'm just, bro. If this dude, which I guess you could say for everybody, was doing what he was doing in a competent side, not even a good side, competent. We don't even have competency in this team. You wouldn't be mad at it because in every like team when you've got a maverick, that's what they do, bro. You hear the managers talk about it when they say, you know what, that guy, we don't even Hazard doesn't show up to training because he does his thing on the week. Yeah, but it doesn't work. He's not working. That's the problem because
Mm,
everybody's not working. You get me?
yeah. It's it's really really difficult to like figure out what's the way
Also,
forward with. Yeah, go ahead.
also the captain is also like that, by the way. It's not like Cunha is the only one who tries to do save me. The captain is also the one trying to be a superhero here for no reason. We told him to trust his players. He wants to be a hero. What's wrong with this guy, bro?
Yeah. SLD says Cunha is playing like he's at Wolves because our squad is on the same level as Wolves. You know
Bro,
what?
Wolves, I think, held Spurs, bro. We're gonna get clapped for the fifth time in a row by Spurs. Just watch. Spurs is going to beat us for the fifth time in a row under this manager. Watch.
I'll say what to SLD too that like, well, at least at Wolves he was putting in some numbers. Where are the numbers? That's what I'm asking right now. Is like, where are the numbers? Like, there's some players where it doesn't matter what system, it doesn't matter what kind of like you know form the team is in. Like, they're supposed to just have like they can't go 5 games. They can't go. You know what I mean? There has to be like some sort of output in
Yeah,
terms of
but
you know.
Ruben Amorim is a black hole of any sort of success, bro. Any sort of light or success or talent or bro, we bought people that were getting 20 GA and 15 GA at their old clubs respectively, and we make them look like Rasmus. Explain for 10 marks.
Hmm.
We got rid of Rasmus and he scores a goal. I don't know what to do. It's bad. Yes, I'm gonna
Ah,
drop a link, Paul. Come challenge this criminal. You watch the game. I know for sure you watch the game. I'm just here to ask this guy how can he grade people alone? He can't do this.
no, 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 no. We're obviously gonna talk about them because I'm sure people have different, especially like a lot of people in here are gonna feel different about each player. So like,
This is
I was like,
this is a crazy comment, bro. This is
okay,
I don't even think he survives PSL. That's how horrible this guy is, bro. This Ruben guy, he needs to go back to school, bro.
um, I don't know. Let's bring in
No,
Pablo.
finish, and then I'm bringing in the guests immediately.
Okay,
Please finish your
okay,
grading.
okay. Guys, shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button, by the way, if you're just tuning in. reminder, and subscribe if you haven't done that yet. Let's see. I was about to say Mbumo is also somebody that like I feel like is just like, you know, I don't know, toothless for Cunha and Mbumo. I just didn't feel like he also like affected the game, like in a way that like he should be doing, and it's 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 starting to worry me how things are going. Um, yeah, especially like
I'd like to
the
address
the only
this.
thing, the only good thing that he did was like force the penalty, you know, because he was there for that position,
Yeah,
you
I saw
know.
that. Shaman Poor, what's his name, gets robbed of an assist yet again. But anyway, ATS is not me. Okay, don't say y'all. There's only one person
Since
grading
Cunha
here.
and Bruno were the two worst players on the pitch, and Bruno gets an F for the pen. But well, he Cunha got an E. Mbumo like I don't think he's gonna like. Oh yeah. Very big point by Ikaring here that like how was that not a red also? I'm sure they've probably like released a statement saying, "Oh, we got the decision wrong." But anyway, um Cunha and Mbumo for me, that players that should be producing, and I'm just gonna give both of them an E and say like, yeah, um I just didn't see Mbumo other than that moment of being there for the penalty. That's the one good thing that he did. Um, that I'll give him credit for. But yeah, it was just sort of like disappointing, is what I'll say. The other one is toothless, the other one is disappointing. And as for Sesko is also just like Dorgu, somebody that can at least say, well, I got the goal, you know, it's probably the scrappiest debut goal, in debut goal history, but like at least in the last few seasons. But like, you know what? He's got that monkey off his back. He's not gonna be looked at as a 007 agent. Compare him to like say players like Verts, who is still looking for that goal. So anyway, um, other than that, yeah, there's nothing really much to say about Cisco. You know,
Okay. Anything for the
um,
subs? You good?
yeah, let's go. Let's bring in Pav, because Pav was here
Ah,
first.
bro. I need everybody to confront you because this thing of solo.
We need to rush this guy. He needs to be
Yo,
rushed
but Drita,
because
I just
the
want to
Just
say
we
thank
need
you,
to.
bro, because I just woke up and I was on my way back to sleep. But I need you to make a recording for me so at night I can play it so I can fall asleep, bro.
quick question, yeah. I only joined 5 minutes ago, Vegeta, yeah. Is this man been doing stats again by any chance?
Yes,
Bro,
yes.
he was
He
doing
has.
player ratings and like
Ross Clark,
and,
bruv.
and
You need
took like
another hot.
20 minutes to get to shore. 20 minutes to shore. From Bayern to shore, this man took 20 minutes.
Botswana Amarim. Botswana Amarim.
Brother,
Botswana Amarim.
do you not learn your lesson? What tactics are you talking about? What what stats are you talking about now?
Triangle.
I don't know
Is
what you're talking about because
expected triangle tactics.
Bro, you've just been given a forfeit, yeah, for doing that shit the other day.
hey, I survived the hardship, bro.
Brother, you might end up with another one.
Cinnamon
Nah.
challenge, bro. This is going to be a
Okay,
cinnamon challenge.
Repeat offender.
so here are the grades. What are we saying? What are we saying? What are we saying?
They all fail, bro. There's no breaking
Bro,
down.
why
From
are
the manager all the way down, they all
they Z's?
fail.
They
They
have to
all
repeat a
fail.
year.
I mean,
As the man as a man, the myth, the legend, angry Radman used to say, Ruben Amram's rating -0 to the power infinity. That's what he used to say.
minus zero.
I would also like to give Bots an F for the ratings that
Yes,
he's gotten.
yes.
How do you do ratings by yourself, and how do you give people C's when we didn't win the game? I don't understand.
No. Listen. Dorgu tried. You can't tell me that
Bro,
Dorgu
I
tried.
don't give at this point, I don't care about trying, bro. I don't. We're
I care
He's
about
past
wins now, man.
trying.
It's jarring, man. It's Yeah, win at bloody all costs, and we didn't win. We look like a flipping Sunday league team against Brentford.
Hmm. Yeah, it's. I don't know. I don't know. It's worrying. I.
This was the worst, Botswana Papi. This was the worst highline formation I have ever seen for the first goal.
Like, what was he doing? What was he doing? A tribute to Ange because he's back in the Premier League? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, it felt very Angish.
Bro, I couldn't. For the first goal, I started laughing on that one.
Look, these are the stats that
Bots,
matter,
are
bots.
you back on the Amram train? Because I feel like you are.
Wait. What do you mean back on the Amarim
He
train?
never left.
Because the other day you were like saying, "Oh yeah, I don't know if I can back this, blah blah," and we all know you're a
No,
flip flop, but
he never left.
No,
He never
listen,
left. He
listen.
used the
Deja
fact to
vu.
convince
It's
himself
deja vu.
to stay. And
Hold
God,
on. Yeah, before we answer that, what grade are we giving the referee?
what's the
I don't
point
care,
of
bro.
this
I
whole
mean,
thing?
I can't really blame.
I'm giving the ref an A star for not sending off their player because they exposed Amram for what he is, getting wins and whatnot for red
Nah,
cards. So
fam.
the ref gets an A
The
plus.
ref
The ref
didn't
gets an A plus. Thank you, ref. But the one from the Chelsea game, you don't get a rating because you gifted us the win.
You guys are like ridiculous.
This ref gets an A star for no red card.
He should have shown the red. But he
No,
didn't. No,
he
bro.
basically exposed Amram for what he is, a fraud.
No. We earned a red card in that game.
No,
We're not getting
no,
a card.
So,
Okay.
A
so
star
bots.
for the ref.
Does Ruben have
So,
to get a red card to get back-to-back wins? Is that what you're saying? This guy needs to handicap every match.
He has to go on loan, bro. Like Amram
okay,
at this point, he has
okay.
to go on loan, bro.
I got a question for you guys then. I got a question for you guys. Would you rather have Gareth Southgate or keep Ruben Amorim?
I swear, if I see Gareth Southgate in our club, him and Potter, I'm gonna
I will be
vomit.
Southgate out since day one. I will be Southgate out since day one.
I'll be Ineos
I don't
out
care.
forever for the rest of
I'll
and
quit the
Glazers
team.
out for the rest of my life.
I
But
will quit Man United either way, bro.
Ah,
If they keep
You
Ruben
all
or they get
talk
Southgate,
shit. As soon as Southgate gets a job, you're all sitting there with your waistcoat on.
me,
You're sitting there with a
me,
waistcoat on.
don't make me call my
Oh,
government
not.
because it's not happening. Who, me?
You're all
Oh
sit.
no.
Nah. As soon as he's there, you're all gonna be doing your videos. You're all gonna be like talking about Southgate's tactics and all this and that. So don't act
No,
like you're all gonna be a Southgate
that's
out when you're
never gonna
not.
happen. Uh,
Oh, I'm
what I
not
know
gonna
for
watch
sure that
United games. You'll be there
I'm
watching
going.
their games. You'll
No,
all be there. You will
I'm
all
going
be
to be
there.
watching
I'll be gone. I'll be
Crystal
gone if. I'll
Palace.
be gone if.
I'll be watching
I'll
the
be gone if like
Yeah,
Bundesliga.
Southgate comes
That's
in.
for damn sure.
there you go, talking I'll be gone when you know that's a lie.
What I
Watch
know for
bots
Yeah,
sure
the
sit
that
here,
whole
yeah. I'm
intro,
Southgate
man.
will
telling
Take
you
it,
go.
take
now,
it out.
yeah.
I'm
I gotta go.
Watch sit here, yeah. Watch bots sit on camera doing a watch along here with a waistcoat on, yeah, and one of them little peaky blinder hats, bro. Watch him.
Ah, nah, bro. Come on, what does Southgate have that you can
He
like
ain't
look?
got shit.
There's
But if it
nothing
happens, it
positive
happens.
to
As
say
No.
long as
about Gary
if
Southgate.
this man deserves to lose his job, and just because Southgate's linked doesn't mean that this man should be kept in a job.
Yeah, no. But like, it's like, what's the next best alternative though, Pav? That's the thing. It's like,
And wasn't Ashworth also sacked because one of his suggestions were Southgate?
Yeah,
No, the biggest reason he was sacked is because he didn't agree with Diesman going down the Amrin route because of how much work they need in terms of the squad and how different he played to what they had. That's the biggest reason. It wasn't so much for Southgate as much as it was getting Ruben Amrin.
Well, it looks like the man was right.
yeah, I just don't know, like, what's there in Southgate that these people see that he's even in this conversation at
And
all.
he's taken England to two European finals and a World Cup semi-final. He's the most successful English manager in the English national side since not Busby. Who
What
was the
what success?
who was the
What
66 manager?
success?
Well, he got them back-to-back wins. I'll tell you that much.
uh,
Does Ruben know about back-to-back wins? No, he
uh.
doesn't.
Wait,
If
but
you call,
what?
if you call all the Man
Watch.
United managers,
I
Mm-hmm.
stepped away and come back and watch it is in here. Watch, you bored?
What is talking about Gareth Southgate.
This is my break from revision, sis. I've got a lot of revision to do, so I thought I'd just do this.
Alf Ramsey.
You thought you'd come
Thank
on
you,
here
that's it.
and support the most famous DEI channel on YouTube.
Yeah, that's the one.
Hey, boss, you should join us on the Reckless Round Table tonight. By the way, we need someone to just put in a firing line.
Beat the crap out of verbally.
Yeah, you could be the punching bag for tonight.
That also, thanks, coach. Yeah, Alf Ramsey. Thank you.
You need somebody to direct your frustrations towards.
No,
But
to be fair, I'm probably one of the most calmest ones on that show. To be fair, and that's surprising. But there's people like Abs there. There's people like Riri there. Wajid, obviously, Peter. So you know, I'll sit there with my popcorn.
We'll see.
Should
We'll
pull up.
we'll see. We'll
Nah,
see.
not VC. You need to pull up.
I might be able to pull up actually, at least for the first portion of it. But okay.
Are you
So,
working tonight? Because I know your schedule is like
no,
all
no,
over the
no. I'm
place.
actually no. It's actually a very good week now.
Okay.
I'm getting back to a normal schedule now. It's been a crazy.
That's good.
So yeah, we'll see. Yeah. I want to have a conversation with the men and see where everybody is. So I bet everybody there says Amarim out, right? That's pretty much like there's nobody that's supporting Amarim.
I mean,
Cody's there. I think he's
no,
I don't know.
I think Coley. I kind of understand what Coley's saying though. He's saying it's not so much he backs him. It's like he's saying that cool. We get rid of him. Do you trust Ineos to replace him again? I think that's where Coley's alignment is, and
Yeah, I think
I think
Coley and I are like pretty much parallel in how we feel with regards to this, just the regime of the organization and the lack of
no,
trust thereof. To
I would. I man, I was talking about it before before these guys bought a share, man. But these guys. Anyway, whatever. Histrionics. It doesn't matter now. This is where we are.
yeah, basically.
Damn. All right. We'll be there. We will be there.
The thing about it is, for me, it's not black and white. It's not Amarim out, Amarim in. There's so many other. Yes, the manager currently is getting it ridiculously wrong. He's been getting it ridiculously wrong for games now, to watch his point. But also, there are other decisions that were made that should not have been made. You know, i.e., this window and the players that we got in this window, when when there were other areas of the team that needed shoring up and fixing.
Mm.
You know, the fact that they've what Pav said this morning on KG show, the fact that they should have fired Ten Hag after that FA Cup final instead of keeping him on and then firing him November or October, whenever the fuck they fired him. Like it's just a culmination of a lot of bad, inept decisions that have been going on in this club for the last 13 years, that the fan base constantly has. If you look back at the conversations, every time there's a change or there's a switch or whether it be in the boardroom, whether it be at the managerial level, whether it be at the players level, the conversations are very similar. They don't change that much. They'll maybe vary a little bit, but the underlining points that are constantly debated and spoken about and thrown around on on these different YouTube channels, it's the same. It's the same. It really hasn't changed that much from the time Alex Ferguson's left to where we are today.
For me, you know what I think? It's like if we get another manager, it's funny. Ruben Amorim would be the manager that would be rumored with if he wasn't coaching Manchester United right now. So that's why right now, even if we go for Glasner, I don't think like people are ready for the turbulence and the first like drop of form that first might happen. And it's usually the case with Manchester United because we're a different club. We're not like Crystal Palace where the scrutiny is not is different. You know, we're not like right now Newcastle that's not performing well. Nobody's making a lot of noise about Eddie Howe, but because we're Man United, there's a certain level of like expectations and also some sort of other different variables that come into play that make
But that's
the atmosphere very very difficult for the collective to succeed. And now when we bring in Glasner, we might most likely might experience the same thing again. And
But
that's you know what I
but
mean.
that's
Go ahead.
that's disingenuous to bring up Eddie Howe. For example, Eddie Howe, Unai Emery, they're not doing well this season, but they've taken those teams to Champions League football, so they've kind of earned the
Yeah,
right to
but I'm
fail a
using
little
their
bit, and
performance
they've
this
earned time.
season.
But
and
Coach,
also
what,
even
but I'm
sorry,
saying
I'm
that the
sorry, go
reason
on.
why,
No, sorry, go on, coach. No, no, go on, coach.
go on,
Sorry, I
man.
didn't realize. No, no, no,
No, I
no,
was
no.
gonna say,
I cut
and
you off.
like,
Sorry.
see, I'm someone who's given Amarim time because I wanted him to fix it. Because I don't think it's gonna happen, but I like the idea of having a manager for 10 to 15 years of that longevity of a manager. I like that.
yeah.
When Man United have been successful, it's been with having long-term managers. Like, and obviously, I know football's changed. I'd prefer that, but there gets to a point where yes, we can say that the players are underperforming, but the players are better than what they're playing at. And we're currently trying to shoehorn people in positions that don't really suit them. So Bruno is our best creator, and he probably still is our best creator, but he's in the midfield and he's looking lost in that midfield. We've got a potentially generational talent in Main, who obviously is young. I know that. And let's be real, as a United fan, we should be saying this club is built on its academy. So the fact that we're pushing the academy play out don't really sit well with me. Some of them I understand going, natural, yeah, it makes sense. But realistically, there's nothing that showed me that he can fix what's broken currently.
I hear it. I hear it. The results don't really look good, you know. And at the same time, it's like I think
Who
we got to understand, like, you know, first of all, did we put in a bid for Baliba or not?
No, we just had conversations about whether Brighton were
it was like
interested in
light
selling.
talks.
It was like, yeah,
So so
it was like initial conversations.
by virtue of us making those initial conversations, it means there's a recognized like assessment that we need a midfielder that's better
Yes,
than.
but hang on, it wasn't just Belabor.
Yeah.
He openly said he wanted a midfielder, but there was this obsession of prem proven attackers that a lot of people were talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
How's that gone so far? If you don't fix the problems that were there for everyone to see, which was the midfield and the goalkeeper, then I don't understand why people are expecting the same results. And let's be honest, but there was a lot of people jumping up and down saying with Ambuemo and Cunha, it's title charge season. And now a lot of people are now trying to, oh, I didn't say that, we didn't say that. It's the same shit every single year. And I'm obviously like I've been their biggest critics, but two goals between two people who are in their prime and prime proven and whatever. It's pathetic. And one of those goals is against Grimsby.
Yeah.
They
Mate,
have one
I was
goal.
buzzing for Mbemo, yeah, but this manager fucking killed him.
Nah,
Mbemo is not that shit.
Are you
Mbemo is
blaming
not
the
that shit.
manager for
I
Embuemo's
am.
lack of
This manager has killed 90% of these fucking players, and I'll say it.
Oh God.
I'm blaming the manager and his system for why these players are failing. I'm not doing the players are failing anymore. There's a few players that are dog shit. Yeah, we know who they are, but I'm not. I'm the amount of time. What are we gonna do? Constantly keep changing the 11 every season because they're not doing what the manager's asking. Maybe it's the manager and his tactics. And maybe it's the manager constantly falling out of people. Yeah, maybe it's the manager picking on someone new every week. Could be them. No.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. I don't like the. Don't get me wrong, Pav. I I was a bit late on the Amarin out train before you. Mine was the Europa final. However, the only thing I will push back on is I can't blame him. I can't blame him. For example, yeah, Kuni taking a shot from 30 yards when he's got three other passes on. Yeah, I can't blame him. I can't blame him for shit. I can't blame him for shit like that. I can't blame him for Chelsea, Ahmad having brain farts and Buemo having brain farts, Bruno having brain farts. Like some things I can't blame him for. The dog shit
But
on the
isn't
pitch.
that when his coaching
Wait,
comes into
hold,
effect when they're doing?
hold up. The dog shit defensively, like making Maguire last man and stuff like that. He can hold that shit. The same problems we've had with the midfield, how this back five sets up, the lack of tactical awareness of any of the players. Yeah, that shit I'll fully blame him for. Individual mistakes, I ain't gonna hold on him, but I'm still giving him like 90% of the blame. I'm 90% of there. I'm just like making the small caveats. That was all.
Yeah, I get
So,
your point.
okay. Kani, big up yourself, bro. Shout out to you and Courts and you and Courts for joining. Kani, and then he disappears. Doctor, you haven't said anything in a minute, dog.
Oh wait, hold up. Actually, Doc,
Yeah.
you're a effing criminal, yeah. Coming on good, bad, and ugly, and saying we all forgot you're a hot chip, right? You showed up when we're all leaving at like
Yeah.
8:30, 9 o'clock,
I was late. And
No,
I was late.
no,
Well, did
no,
she?
Doc. You let
She
me
did the
finish. No, no,
Kennedy. Thanks for having me on.
nah, Pav. We played. We
No, I
nah,
was
Pav.
late. I was,
Pav. We
I
played Power
told
League.
you I was gonna be
Matardo.
late.
Wait,
I
hang on, no, hang on,
told
Doc. No, no,
you.
Doc.
Let
You
him
made it
land.
out.
Word to
Oh yeah,
Kenny.
For
yeah. Doc, no, Doc. You made it out like, oh yeah, these guys forgot. I finessed these guys. We played Power League for 2 hours. We were in Box Park for an hour. We're all outside ready to catch the train, and then you show up 2 minutes later when we all say bye. There was no finessing. Man, when you show up in the 95th minute and have two touches on the ball, what do you want to do?
somebody that's always chastising me, saying I'm late, doctor. This is
Oh,
does not
shut
look
up.
Just
Sorry.
doctor, did you know the
Just to put
time?
it out there, Doctor
No,
owes
I
me a
did say
spicy vindaloo as well.
I
oh
know I still owe you a spicy vindaloo. Oh my god. I did say I was going to an event and I was gonna be late. And I got
I
there.
think you should
In
make
my
your
head, I
apology
thought
as loud as the criticism. Sorry.
I was about when I finished what I was going to say, I was gonna apologize and say I'm sorry. My bad, I was late. Honestly, I can't defend myself. I was late. I should have come to the thing, then gone to the thing to my other appointment, but times got mixed up. So I'm
hands got
sorry.
mixed up.
It'll happen.
Conveniently.
I'll sh-
Nah,
what?
no.
How are you
Let me
now?
talk. No, I am on the context. How late, brother? I was saying bye to Abs, Joel, Fori, Yo-Yo, and I was
Not even
about to
like
jump on the. We were all about to jump on the train. Then the doctor showed up, and we were like, "Yeah, we best stick around because it looks really bad if we all piss off as soon as he shows up." Bro, I was walking to the underground station. That's
wow,
that's that's how late she was.
wow.
And then doctor, nah, and my doc,
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Doc, I'm only calling you out because you made it out like you finessed us differently
I
and all
know.
this.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's
That's all
Wajid.
I have to
It's
say.
mad because I was
Dog,
I
did
was
you
at
even did
home,
you even
yeah.
have the hot chip with you?
Pardon?
Did
Did
you
you
have?
have the hot chip with you when you turned up?
Yes, I did actually, and I have it
Oh,
now. Still,
Fair dude.
it's coming. Give me a
okay.
second.
Sorry, cause yeah, sorry, cause
Waj.
what were you saying? Yeah,
Yeah. So I got K like there was the camera issue with KG, yeah. So
Well,
he's
you asked his
called me.
body.
I'm already home. As he calls me and goes, "Oh, we found it." I'm hearing Like, I've been home for like 10 minutes at this point. And he goes, "Oh, doctor's apparently pulling up." And we all knew that KG said he's got an anniversary party to go to, so it wasn't going to be a late thing. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
this is black
yeah.
people on timing needs to fix up, man.
Yeah,
No,
no,
that's
really, really
diabolical.
bad. Yo, guys, so let me read you
The
guys.
brown community could never in it,
Hold
Wajid.
on.
Wow.
Let me
Yeah.
let
We're
me
on
read.
time, bro.
That.
By the way, big up Stretford Elite in the building. But check this out. I know some people might have some things to say about this, but this is something that was written by somebody called Adewale, and it goes like this. I hate to break this to you, but Ineos is not going to fire Ruben Amorim. I don't think he should be fired too. And while there are lots of reasons, I'm going to focus on just three. Reason number one, agenda. A lot of noise about how bad Amorim has been is hinged on agenda. 8 wins and 20 losses. When you hear somebody say 8 wins, your blood will boil. Just 8 wins and 20 losses in 47 matches. Is this guy crazy? Even that's not, except that it's not even true. When they mention his wins, they limit it just to the league wins, 8 league wins. But when they mention the 20 losses, they spread it to across all competitions. The real the real stat is 18 wins, 9 draws, 20 losses in 47 matches. It's not good, it's not perfect, but it's the truth. But people mention some things just to fit a different agenda. Hold on.
Sorry, boss. Boss. I need to go. I'm about to go to a job. So, what was the guy's name again?
Adewale Ogusanya.
Okay. So that
Is that
sounds a bit Nige. Is that
and
fair to
also
say? Adewale.
and
Yes.
that
What's that
wait,
got to do with anything?
hang on, but read that out again because that doesn't seem right. Those stats don't seem right anyway.
This Adewale says people use 8 wins and 20 losses to drive an agenda
Yeah,
against Ruben Amorim. Sorry, a truck was passing. Okay.
no, it's okay, Dora. It's okay.
So, yeah, people use this stat of 8 wins and 20 losses in 47 matches to rile up fans because they have an agenda, an agenda that they want to bring forth about Ruben Amorim. When the actual real stat is 18 wins, 9 draws, and 20 losses in 47 matches. Now, he goes on further to say when Klopp took the reins at Liverpool, in his first 47 matches, his stats were 22 wins, 15 draws, and 10 losses. And he signed 12 new players in his first full season. Yet he had 4 more wins, 6 more draws than Amorim in his first 47 games. He goes on to give more context, saying, okay, consider Arteta's case. Arteta is 47 games. In his first 47 games, he had 28 wins, 7 draws, and 12 losses. And he as well signed 12 new players in his first full season. And so when you look when you look at that, it's actually in Amorim's first 47 games, he's managed 18 wins, 9 draws, 20
So,
losses.
bots, I've got these stats up that you want to talk here. So let's go through this. Yeah, I've got this up on sportingnews.com. So the Premier League, yeah, it says he's got 33 games, yeah, with a 27.3% win ratio. Yeah, 1-9, drew 7, lost 17. Yeah, FA Cup, 3 games, 1 win, 2 draws, and that is it. League Cup, 2 games, 1 draw, 1 loss. Yeah, Europa League. Now this is why this guy is shameless. He's bringing up the Europa League. Hold on, the Europa League. Yeah, it says 11 games, 8 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss, 72.7%. Yeah, but guess what? What's our bread and butter? The Premier League. It's the Premier League, no?
It's the Premier
League. We're not the same competition that he wants. Hold on. The same competition that he wants to big up is the same competition this guy bottled in the final. Yet you want to use them stats.
But
are we in the Europa League this season? No.
Okay.
We're not.
I
No,
mean,
we're not.
Wait, hang, and I also, but
Okay.
I also, sorry, just quickly, I also want to add to that. Yeah,
Mhm.
um, the format of the Europa League is totally different to when Klopp was in it, because Klopp also got to the final in his first season, and that hang on, just hang. Well, also, bots, you're on mute. I don't know, your sound's just gone on. Sort of.
Oh, I'm back. Am I back? Is it back?
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah, you're
Okay.
back.
right.
You're back.
There was Champions League teams dropping into the Europa League the season Klopp was in it. Right, they weren't playing. They weren't playing the way scrubs we were playing. Secondly, I don't think that's taken into. I don't think that's taken in like the results of like if games have gone to extra time or whatever else.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
number two. And number three, if we're gonna do this whole 50 games of Klopp stuff like that, Klopp's second season, they're back in the Champions League. So if we're gonna do this measuring stick stuff that people did with Ten Hag, where we compared Klopp and Pep for their first 2 seasons and Arteta, then if that's the case, then I'm expecting Champions League football this year. Then if people want to say agendas and all that, correct? Because I'm not taking this window of statistics that works for everyone, and we don't take the entire picture. Because as a man who works in statistics, has done for a long time, you can make whatever statistic you want to look out the way you do. Let's
Mhm.
take the entire picture. If we're going to do the club comparison,
Right.
then I'm expecting Champions League football this year.
Yeah, I do
Is
agree.
the
Right.
72%,
With the Champions
72.7?
League, by the way.
Sorry, wrap up 1 second. Then I'm literally done after this year. The 72.7% win ratio in the Europa League, is that on the players or the manager? Because there's 30% win ratio we got in the Premier League. Apparently, it's down to the players and not the manager. So what
But why does the
is
win
it?
ratio matter if we didn't win the Europa League? This is what I don't get.
No,
Like,
no.
why is
I'm
that?
just going off of Ulawala, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
His take.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's on the
Adiwale.
players then, no, getting him that win ratio.
I hear it. I hear it. I hear it. Straight for the lead. Big up. What do you think? What do you think?
I think the only statistics that matter are the Premier League anyway. Like we had a manager, Ten Hag, who got us to FA Cup finals, won us the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, but was crap in the Premier League. So the whole premise of whatever he was waffling about our stats in Europa League and FA Cup and Carabao Cup don't matter because we've had a cup manager before who's diabolical in the Prem,
Mm.
got us finishing seventh and eighth. So if
Mm.
we're not finishing in the top four, it doesn't matter if you win an FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Europa League. It shouldn't matter. We need a Premier League proven manager, and this is where it's at.
I hear it. I hear you. I hear you. By the way, a big up Kanye as well. But this guy, by the way, he's just like the bigger picture of what he's trying to say is that we're not giving Amorim the same sort of like leniency. We're not, this is the thing that we're omitting in the context when he's comparing Klopp's first 47 games and Arteta's first 47 games. Those guys in that first full seasons signed hold on. They had signed 12 players. But for Ruben Amorim, it's what, 4, 5? I don't know how many players like he signed.
Well,
We're giving him in. I
well,
think we're giving him
I don't want
enough.
to do this to you
No,
again.
no,
What I don't, what I don't want to do this to you again. But look, I'm going to say it again. You're
Yes.
bringing up all these stats.
Yes.
One thing I say about stats versus reality, my eyes don't lie to me. With Klopp, it was similar to with Arteta. People saw what he was building,
Yes.
even though they weren't getting the top places. They said, "Oh, we're not winning yet, but we know if we stick with this guy, we're going somewhere." What we seen with this man, with this coach, does anyone see anything? The
There is a
silence
different
is loud.
formation.
That's my
There's
point.
different formation.
The
What's
And
silence
wait,
is
sorry, I'm bots.
loud.
I'm bots. I've just checked something as well. So the squad Klopp inherited in 2015, 2016 was Sturridge, Coutinho, Firmino, Lallana, Emre Can, Milner, Alberto Moreno, Lovren, Colo Torre, Klein, Mignolet. In season 2, the only 2 replacements were Wijnaldum and Matip. Nine of the 11 players were still the same side. So I don't know where this whole this
No,
12, 15 transfers. No, wait.
The other
You
one lies again.
you want to use Mr. Adewale's like for like and all these 12 transfers. I've just given you the 2015, 2016, 11 and the 2016, 2017, 11. I'm looking at it right now. I can send you the link. The only two differences are Matip for Colo Torre
okay.
and
I remember this.
and Wijnaldum for Alberto Moreno because he moved Milner to left back.
When did
Right?
Mane come? When did Solanke?
Well down the line.
Mane, 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 Mane got brought in the summer. But what I'm saying is, 9 of the 11. Hang
So
on, wait,
okay, okay.
wait. You want to do the Mane thing? We've just spent
No,
70
no, no, no.
million
I don't want to
on
do the
Mbeumo.
money thing. No, 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 no. No, I'm just asking. Like in his first full season, like what because you just
I've just
mentioned.
told you.
Yes,
I've,
yes. You just
His
mentioned the
first
name.
full
It
season, he
was
got the Champions League final. What are you talking about?
that. I'm not
Europa League.
arguing against that.
But so
I'm
did
not
Amram.
arguing against that. No.
Amrin got to the Champions League final. Is that what someone just said?
Europa League, Europa League.
No, I
And
said
Klopp got
Klopp.
to Europa League.
Klopp.
No, it was Europa League. It was
Was
against
Europa
Dortmund.
one and two? One and two.
Yeah, Dortmund Europa. He lost that
I thought
final.
it was in
Oh
his first season he got the Europa League final.
Yeah, Europa.
It was not wrap up. It was Europa League first season where Moreno still thought he
And
was
then
playing
it
at
became
Sevilla. Right.
okay, fair enough.
Second season they were out of Europe but made the Champions League. Third season he got to the Champions League final where they lost to Liverpool, and his fourth season I think they
What?
won it where they beat Spurs. But
What
all that
season?
being said, all that being said, if we're going to do the club comparison, then I guess we're going to be in the Champions League final.
I
What
mean,
2027?
Yeah.
hey man, we'll see. We'll see if we can turn it around. If he's given the
He,
opportunity to turn it around, that
he's
is.
been given a
He's
year,
had
boys.
50 games.
He's been given a year. This window is exactly a year since it will be like 1 year since he's come. And honestly, even I, I would just prefer him to go because it will be better for him, for us, for the team, everyone. Now, whoever comes in, I don't know, it needs to do better. I don't know, if he stays to the end of the season, he has to remember that he has to go on a winning streak. And even that I would say he needs at the end of the season. If you understand what I mean. Like you
Hmm.
stay if you're gonna stay, change your system, be flexible, stop trying to push something that you can see is not working and do better. That's for him. Now the players on the field, I'm gonna need y'all to do better because some of you have been here long enough to have experienced six managers.
Hmm.
Do better. If you know you can't do better, leave in January. Just say, "Here's my papers. I want to leave."
So,
Find. Yeah.
Doctor and
Go.
everybody else, what do you think about Delict's words now when he said, of course, I mean, it's always easy to look at the manager, but in the end, the players on the pitch have to do it. We can't say the goals we conceded or the chances we conceded are because of what. I don't know. You guys always talk about the system. That also has to do with the focus, concentration, and if that's lacking in key moments, it's going to make a difference. These are Delict's words.
Now
Okay, but
go ask
Dorcas,
the
the same
lit.
thing we say
Now go
about the
ask the lit.
manager.
Go,
He's just
Yes.
go ask the
reacting.
lit. Should he go or the manager then, since he can't take on the instructions?
No,
And let's see what his
but
reply is.
This this this
but
is like somebody that is in the dressing room when
no,
they're
but
getting
God,
the technical
God,
No, but he's
instruction.
God.
right though.
When the
I
manager
think
is saying stuff of "I trust my players," we say he can't throw his players under the bus. So are you expecting Delif to say Amorim is crap in an interview? That's never going to happen.
No, I'm not saying I'm expecting him to say that. I'm just wondering why he'd go to the lengths of saying defending the system when Delict says it's not the system, it's lack of concentration, lack of focus. Then
individual errors. It's
indi-
individual errors. We can call it out. Like
yeah.
even in the last game, we can't say we got done by one good goal. In our last, maybe even against Chelsea, I wouldn't say we got worked by, I don't know, individual brilliance or It was a great, patterns of play. It's individual areas why we're conceding. Maguire, he's been a bowser even against City. I think Shaw was responsible for every single goal. Bruno, he's responsible for not marking his man. Yeah, you can put it down to the manager putting these players out of position. And I hear that's a valid point, but these are basics when it comes to, sort of,
That
being a
that
player.
is that is a conversation that's never really have or had in depth. Throughout all these managers, that's a conversation that's never really had. On the day you'll have people like Pav or or others, because I'm not picking on you, Pav, but I'm just saying that are screaming when these players do what they do on the pitch. But then when the conversation comes around to like a forum like this, it's never discussed how weak minded these players are. How, how the fact that they do not play for the badge, but play for the bag. To Court's point, 90% of this team that plays for Manchester United now are foreign players, or they don't know the history of Manchester United. They don't know the rivalries between Liverpool or the rivalry between Arsenal or those kind of things. So when we do play those games, they're just looking at it as another football game. They're not looking at it as the fan base looks at it, like this is an intense rivalry. Like, do you understand? Like, that's never discussed. And I'm not even talking about just this manager. I've seen it with Ten Hag. I've seen it with other managers where these players, for those big games, the players that show up are the players that came out of the academy because they know what it is to play against Liverpool on a Sunday. They know because they come through the academy and they know what that rivalry is. But these players that we buy coming from different parts of the world, they don't know what that rivalry is. They don't know what getting up for those games entails. You know what I mean? So that conversation is a conversation also that needs to be had. The mentality of these players, the weakness of these players, that if we go down one goal, they're struggling to get back. You literally see the fight go out of them like a tire going down with a nail in it. And this is not this manager alone. That conversation was had with the last manager and the manager before that, about the fact that when these players go down or they go down a goal or whatever, they just literally, you see them on the pitch throw up their hands
Starts with the
and give
captain.
up.
I've been saying
For
that
me, it
mentally
starts with
as well
Bruno.
from Waddle.
You say it starts with Bruno, but they did this under when Maguire was captain.
Hear that?
So at this point, who should be captain? Because
And
it
when Maguire
seems,
and
what do we
also
bring back Roy Keane to kick everybody in the head? Like,
and and also when Maguire was captain, everyone said Bruno should have the armband because he was the natural leader on the pitch.
exactly.
We all
I
know
didn't
Bruno
say
isn't a
that.
captain.
You
He's
never
not the
hear that from
captain.
me.
No, but we're not saying, okay, we're not
You
saying
never heard that from
people
me.
on this panel, but we're saying the fan base,
I
and I
agree,
need for
yeah.
people also, when we're having these discussions, understand that this is not it's not an individual attack. It's a general conversation. So we're speaking about the entire fan base and
I
factions
hear
of
it.
the fan base.
Kani, what do you think, bro? You've been quiet.
Yeah, I've just been taking in. People are saying some valid points, you know. But for me, I kind of gave up on this manager because if somebody refuses to change his ways when he can clearly see the results are not coming, then that person, it's like both. You you can't expect to have results. You're going to always, end up in the streets if you don't pay your rent, right? But you constantly want to go partying with your money when you get paid. And they're
Hmm.
telling you, change your ways. It's not happening. Doesn't work like that. And you say, I don't want to change, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
So that for me, that was the mistake he made. and he lost some of us, the faith in some of the fan base. If he had said it in a way whereby he can give some hope that if maybe things along the way don't continue, he's willingly to change rather than just put a stop to it. It could have been different. But I don't even like talking about him because it just pisses me off. You know, when you say you
Yeah.
can't change your formation or your ways, like what are you talking about? Are you a one-trick pony type of manager, bro? Then get out of here. Like
I
I don't understand a club like Manchester United that can hire a manager who has only one formation or one tack. I thought managers would change. They used to change formations halftime. Boom, four at the back, five
But
at the back.
also,
Oh,
bro,
like
He is changing it though.
but
If you think about it,
but ca-
he's putting. Go on, go on, go on.
yeah.
Is it course? Go on.
I was gonna say, but this is another thing where we look at football, where for a long time people wanted a system manager. People wanted a specific. This is what we do, and now obviously that has to be implemented right, and it's not been. But I think I've always been of the opinion that I don't want a manager who's like, this is my formation. This is my, like, I play it. Like, if we look at our success under Fergie, I'm not, no manager's Fergie, I get that.
Now I was gonna say he is changing it. If you look at it on the
Hmm.
match against
What
Brentford, he's
happened to
putting
Coates,
guys
bro?
like
yeah, he
Mount
just
left wing
yeah,
back.
yeah, connection.
He's putting in Boomer right wing back. So he's changing it, but it's just not good changes.
Bro,
Yeah,
that's not
But
changing, bro. That's
but
not
I'm
changing,
gonna say
bro.
this
That's not
now.
changing. We were
Bro,
desperate. That is someone throwing. That is someone just trying to get a goal. That wasn't change. That was desperation. He.
Yeah,
That's
facts.
just
Facts.
that's just the
But
typical throw. That's just the typical throw the kitchen sink because we need a result. I push back on that. That's not change.
um,
I'm just gonna
anyway,
say this now, yeah.
let's
But
do
I'm gonna
closing
say this
words.
now.
Go ahead.
My closing statement. I'm getting tired of talking about Amrin. Yeah. I know Ineos are liars. I believe Amrin's already gone. Once it's November the 1st to 4th, he's gone. And we're gonna have an interim and we're gonna have a new manager. Yeah, so
Okay.
that's it. I'm bored of the Amrin talk. He's gone already,
You you
as far
think
as
this
I'm
is
concerned.
actually true? This rumor that like apparently we'd have to pay him
Ineos
12.
are liars. Look what they said in the summer from before. We don't have money, then we do have money. We're backing the
Brother,
manager. Really?
how's a man on a
They're not
two-year
backing him.
contract got a 12 million pound compo package?
I
How do
don't
they work that one out?
I don't know.
But
Uh,
Pop, that is what
They-
that also got that just also adds to the point I'm making. Like this is not just it's not players, not just players, it's not just managers.
Nah, of course.
It's
Yeah.
just it's just systemic. Like it's just bad decisions after bad decisions after bad decisions, and it's just a trickle down effect. And it's
Very,
embedded in the
very.
entire
Pav,
club.
Pav, I think to answer your question, these people made a mistake by headhunting this guy in the middle of the season. So he held them. Obviously, they had to bargain. That's how come maybe that clause is there, because he didn't want to leave Sporting in the middle of the
Hmm.
season. So they found
And
themselves in a
bright,
way
yeah.
whereby, so I think they had to offer him a
But
package, like
I
in case
also want
anything
him to
doesn't work
stand
out.
Also,
on
part
his
of the
words from last time when he said he was willing to leave without compensation if the club didn't want him.
yeah,
Why are
he
you
said that those
backtracking?
words
nah, that's
Nah,
You-
what
yeah.
what
Part of
what
his
that
contract
that
is
was that was just chat. That was just chat.
No, that's
That
what
part
I
of his
was
said. Like,
contract
this is
is
how you know. This is how
getting
you
back.
know the guy's he's an absolute joke of a man. Like, he comes out with shit and then backtracks on every single word that he says.
nah.
Quite, quite a lot of journalists have said that once he's reached 1 year of his contract officially, they can pot him for 4 M's. So once
Yeah.
it reaches November, they pot him for 4 M's instead of 12, and I think that's what's gonna happen. So I'm tired of talking about Amrin. I know he's done. Let's
I
just
think
focus
it's
on somebody
November.
Can
else.
I
I
ask
think
can I ask a question? Are we still
That's
paying
November the
tenor?
Go on,
11th.
Riri. Go on, Riri.
Oh, I'm
Sorry,
sorry,
we
coach.
gone.
Go ahead. My question is just a regular question. Go ahead,
I think
coach.
we're also paying Mourinho,
No, I
But
was saying it's November the 11th when his contract runs the year. So that's when it goes November the 11th when it goes down from 12 to 4 million.
Is that Remembrance Day
Fair
in the
enough.
UK?
November anyway. November.
Yes.
That's
I'm just
crazy.
going
Is
on
it,
journey. Yeah.
oh yeah, it's a good day to sack him then. Remembrance Day. Now fuck off.
Nah. He's gonna be here. He's gonna be here. Kenny says you didn't answer my question in the comment section in the previous stream. How long are we gonna go as a football club? It's on Ineos, Kenny. It's on Ineos. It's on Ineos. They're the ones with the answer to
What
that.
was the question? How long are we gonna go?
Yeah.
Go
Go.
where?
How
Is
low?
he? Is
How
he talking
low?
of like
Okay.
when? Oh,
Yeah, because
I thought he was on the same train as me to say, yeah, let the club get relegated and get these owners up.
no.
So, Bots, are you still backing Amri?
I think
Just to
he's
confirm,
getting
are you
there.
still
I think
backing?
he's getting there, Pav. No, but my question, I asked the general just so anybody knows. Are we still
No,
paying Ten Hag?
no, we're not. No, we're not.
Oh,
So we paid a lump sum of I think 18 million. So instead of paying in installments, the whole what was it? Was it 25 million? Was it so
okay.
whatever it was? But instead of paying in installments, they paid one massive
Oh,
lump
they just paid
sum
him. Okay. All right.
of
Thanks,
about
Rod.
of about 18 million. So yeah, so
Okay.
they saved 7 million by taking an initial 18 million hit.
It's
Okay.
like a
All
lot.
right.
That's
It's like a
Thank you.
It's like a lotto payouts thing when you take the lump sum where it reduces, right?
Pretty much. That's pretty much
Mm.
it. I don't know if it's 18 million dollars or pounds. That's the only thing. All I know is they took the lump sum hit.
But I swear, these
14, he
guys are
got 40
winning
million,
lottos
40
every
million pounds.
day for fucking up my club, bro. Winning
it's
lottos with,
it's weird.
bro.
I read that we're still paying Mourinho off though. Like that's maybe they paid off Ten Hag, but
No, we're not. No, we're not paying off. We stopped paying off Mourinho years ago. I don't know where you read that. We're not paying off
I
Mourinho.
think, Bots, I think your Twitter sources just lied to you there.
okay, okay. Yeah. That's
Is that
right.
Adewale again? Is that Adewale telling you that?
It was Manchester
It was
United evening.
young.
It's bots is OF sources, isn't it?
On that note, guys, I'm gonna
Do
leave
you
you
know
guys.
what's
I
Do you
gotta
know what's
run.
the most frustrating thing about this league right now? Oh, he's gone.
No,
What?
go ahead. I think he left Vegeta in charge. Or did he?
Mm,
Yeah, he did.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's put a vision. The most annoying thing is you don't even have to be that good this season to get top 4, 5.
Bro, you noticed that, right,
Like the
Courts?
teams
You
above us are
noticed
gonna
that, right?
consistently drop points. This is what's so irritating. We don't even have to be great to get top 5 football. We just need to be above average. Just win, to beat the bottom 10 teams and kind of win half the rest of the games, draw some games. Like we don't have to be amazing to get top 5 football. And we're like, we can't
Mm.
even do that. This week would have been perfect. If we would have won, then where would it have been? Would have been like what? Joint 4th or 5th or whatever, because all of those
Yeah.
teams drop points. And we can't get it
Can
done.
I ask a question to all of you then? Yeah, if he doesn't get sacked in November, he gets to January. Are they buying the midfielders?
No.
For the
I,
club,
Bro,
I
I
yeah.
hope and pray, even if we bring in a makeshift one, bro, like not even like a worldly one, like a just to hold that midfield till summer, bro. Like legit. If that's the case, if he makes it to January, and yes, please, like please,
We might get a loan option, I
I
reckon.
think I think
bro,
you
I'll
need
take
more than a
courts.
loan
I'll
option,
take
bro.
that. I will take that. I will take a loan.
But as
Why
in,
didn't
They
I
we?
don't see them.
they should have really got Gallagher in, and then got another midfielder in January. But
That guy, what's his name, with the mom who's the agent, the idiot we're always linked to every fucking transfer window. Why didn't we get him? He was
who?
threatening to
What,
come to
Rabiot?
United. Rabio, we could have at least used some Rabio in this midfield.
Nah. That guy's
Canny, I don't like.
punching up his own
Yeah.
teammates.
Yeah, Canny, like the way this
I,
guy's fallen from grace with like
Nah,
his players
he's
and
a
stuff.
top
It's
pick,
not. It's
brother.
not worth it.
Nah. He's at
It's not
AC
worth it.
Milan now. No, let AC Milan do.
mm. Sorry?
He said he's
But
at AC Milan, innit?
Or is that
yeah,
AC Milan
so
now? Okay. Yeah,
is
but
Court still
like
here?
I understand Wajid. I was just thinking like the way we are light in midfield, bro. Like I can get any player at the moment, bro.
I understand. No, no, Kenny, I totally understand, but I just Rabiot's just not the one. Gallagher, if we'd brought him in short term, cool, whatever. If we'd brought anyone in on a loan, I agree. But it's just the same. At this moment, it's just the same cycle of shit every single year, and we still can't win back to back. We're playing a team that we're playing a promotion team, so we might win. And then we have Liverpool left in the international break. Does anyone think we're going to beat Liverpool? No. It's the
No.
same cycle of shit.
saying that we'll probably get a result against Liverpool. You know, United, when our backs are up against the wall, we turn into Barcelona. So we
What I
done it
don't
last
I
year at
don't.
Anfield.
understand is that these players don't they look at the
Is
damn
that game
table?
at home or away?
No, they're Anfield.
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 We
Alright, yeah,
got a
we're
draw at Anfield
fucked. We're
last year.
fucked. We're fucked.
We're fucked at Anfield. Like, forget it. We had the chance to
But
even maybe
remember last
draw or
year,
something.
we had our backs to the wall, and then Amrim pulled the hat out the bag, and then we managed to get, I think it was a 0-0.
No, it was
We
a
did the same as
2-2.
City, no? We
It
beat
was
City 2-1 last year and we
Oh
got
yeah,
slapped up this year.
2-2.
that no,
Yeah,
it
Martinez
was
scored a banger.
discrepancy. Yeah, it's the one where Maguire should have won it in the 93rd minute where he missed that header.
That's it. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
bro, that could happen again. Well, and that could be the start of, oh yeah, we're back, we're turning the corner, and then obviously we lose the next game. You think Nottingham Forest or whoever it is.
So,
But like
our next,
look yeah,
sorry,
sorry,
Kanye,
but
our next,
yeah.
our next 5 games go. We got Sunderland, then we got Liverpool, then we got Brighton, then we got Forest, and then it's Tottenham November 8th.
They
And and
should
and
That's
the,
where you get sucked.
we should have started by winning this
Tottenham.
Brentford game. After that, win the Sunderland game. Then whatever happens with Liverpool happens. Then get back the momentum after that game with the is it Nottingham Forest you said? We're just screwed. Like we always just one step, three steps back. One step, three steps back. Fuck this team, man.
I don't. I think it's. I don't even think.
Bro.
I don't even. I kind of agree with God. So, like, no one in the league is that good this year.
Yeah,
We
no
are just.
one, bro.
We are just super shit. But no
Funny,
one's. No one is that good this year.
we actually got away with one this weekend if you think about it, because all our rivals did drop points. So
Yeah.
we've not really lost ground. Like we're not really as far off top four as we should be. So, Amram's kind of got a second chance that Maresca's lost. He's Newcastle lost, Villa. I mean, they won, but they're so far off. So we can still claw it back
You,
if we go on
But
the
you
you know,
say
run.
like
Villa.
people but
You say sorry. You say Villa so far off. You know they're only a point behind us, even with their start, right? And they have a better goal difference.
Didn't they
yeah.
just get their first win though?
And they've had three.
Damn,
They've had 3 draws.
They
that's
have three
crazy.
draws and one win and two losses.
Yeah.
That's
There
that's
is
crazy.
a realistic chance that next week we're in the relegation zone. Like
Yeah.
genuinely, I'm not even like it's not even an agenda thing because
With the
we're
what? What's the goal difference between us and Villa? Sorry, Roger.
right. So Newcastle have a better goal difference. They're 1 point behind. Aston Villa have a better goal difference. They're 1 point behind. Forest
Yeesh.
Forest have a worse goal difference, but they're only 2 points behind. And Burnley have a worse goal difference, and they're only 3 points behind. But if we lose and everyone else under us gets a result, then realistically, we could be 18th. Obviously, it could be better, but I'm not in. I can't look up with this team ever.
We need
That's
the
the
Everton
problem.
to do us
Yeah.
a favor tonight, because if West Ham win, we could be in dangerous territory. I think it's 2 points off if they win.
Yeah, yeah. No. We'll still be 3 points. Burnley 4 points. We're on 7, so we'd still be just a one win. But I
The
can't. The problem
sad
is, I can't look up with this team. I wish I could
and
look
West
up with this team.
and West Ham
It's
have a
back
game
to
in hand.
road to 40 points with his coach, man. That's I've accepted. Road to 40 points.
Me, I just can't believe it's almost it's only 6 games in and we are in so much like we're calculating relegation
Rajid,
survival. Ah,
what's the
Oh,
implications, yeah? Go on, Reeve, you
no,
wanted
no,
to
no. Go,
chip.
go ahead, Pav. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
just wanted to ask Rajid, yeah, because in my head I think I know already, but you obviously are more financial guy. What are the implications next year of 2 years of back-to-back no European football?
It depends how this new structure. It depends how this new structure they've got works out. So, do you know how Chelsea have? Is it Blue Corp? Is it Blue Corp? You know that they're
Blue coat,
Blue
blue
coat.
Yeah,
coat.
blue code.
blue
Yeah,
coat.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So we
footballing
have
them, man.
some. So we have something like that, which is why we were allowed to spend which helped us spend what we spend. So it's called Red House, I believe, and we're basically dumping. We're trying to dump as much debt into there as possible to make us more cash rich.
Mm.
So we'll still be fine. If anything, we'll still get players and shit. We'll still get players and shit like that. But I reckon they'll probably up the price of tickets again. It'll be the fans that feel it, to cover everything. That's the problem. I think I think the cheapest ticket you could have got for Arsenal was like 100 quid or something stupid. So it's the fans that are going to feel it. That's the problem. But they're trying to do the Chelsea thing. It's just not as spoken about, where we've got separate entities and holding companies and all sorts of shit.
This is when I say if the fans don't like what they're doing, stop attending the game, stop renewing your tickets and buying it, start boycotting. But if you're happy to keep paying the prices, then keep
But
taking your
I
slappings
hear
as well.
why. But I hear why people don't, in a sense of, because and it's easy for me to say as someone who don't go to games often, but it's like I hear why, if this was your dad's season ticket and you've taken it over, or you've gone for the last 20, 15, 10, 15, 20 years, you're like, as much as I hate this club for what they're doing, I love this club and I don't want to give up my season ticket. Because the sad reality is, if you give up your season ticket, there's 100
Yeah.
people waiting to take it.
There's still
25-year wait time.
but there's still like a 6 year waiting list. So you lose one, another you lose yours. There's like court says there's 1,000 people ready to take the ticket. And the other thing is, like, even the boycotts and shit don't don't really work, because even if you don't attend, man, that our fan base is so big that there's people flying in from fucking Europe, Americas, all that shit. And man, Courts can attest to this, bro. Do you know the amount of like Americans that pay stupid prices to sit in
Oh,
VIP
it's
sections? Like,
mad.
Mm.
like, bro, the Fulham game in the VIP section. They're just all Americans because they want the
It was,
experience.
yeah. Do you remember the couple? So when we went last season, there was a couple, and it was like they literally after 15 minutes, I think the wife was cold, so they just went inside,
Yeah, but
and
they,
that
yeah,
was, but
they literally came for the.
they would have paid,
They literally, sorry, go.
took the
No, sorry, go,
picture,
go, sorry, go.
got took the picture, got the Fulham bag, like with the merch and that, and then dipped and sat in the lounge, and you're like, but they would have still paid what, £400 each potentially for those tickets. Like the
No,
clubs
but
don't care.
That's what Man United are
what?
doing already. They're moving season ticket holders away, like families. They're pulling them apart, moving them to do what they're doing. Like obviously, what you mentioned with Fulham, because I saw there was that big post. There was like a family of like, was it 9 or 10 people who've been going to games for like forever together, and they got told that they weren't going to be seated together anymore. They had to go spread out elsewhere because their tickets were going to be put into the hospitality. Their seats were
Yeah,
going into the
and
hospitality thing.
it's that fake hospitality where your seat's slightly padded and they'll give you a sandwich before. It's not like,
Oh
but
yeah,
they'll still charge you
I've
like
been
four
there.
or
I've
five
had that.
times.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a joke. Like, but then because when we went to Fulham, and I don't know how it was this year, Waj, but last year the stand that we were in was empty. And think of like, this is a problem with not just United but all of football, where like think of how many empty stadiums you have. Just give free tickets to kids, like to teenagers. Just give free tickets to teenagers.
They're
Like
not gonna do that.
they're never gonna do it, but let teenagers experience football at a decent price, so they're not priced
You
out
know
of
Course,
club.
that that's what we
course, it
do
was the
over
same this
here
year.
with. Do
It
you
was
know
the same this year.
that's what we do over here with baseball? Like there's like days like for certain games at like Yankee Stadium or like at MetLife Stadium or not MetLife at like Met Stadium. They'll give schools tickets to kids so they can come and experience like the game and like you know garner their support or whatever for the future. So what you're saying, Coach, is not a bad idea because I
But
feel
it
like
won't happen.
I think this generation, like for our fans personally, all the Gen Z, when you ask them who their club is, they'll say Man City because Gen Z, they all they know is Man City's been winning for all these for the years they've been like able to watch football.
Do you know, like my son's first United game when I take him and my daughter will be a Man United women's game simply because the cost of the ticket will be way cheaper. He'll be young as well, so he probably won't fully be into it anyway. But as in, for me to take him, there's no concession on tickets anymore. So why am I gonna I'd have to pay £60 for my son to watch this rubbish football? It's a joke.
Just to
Sorry, guys, can I just
confirm
jump in
that
for
the
2 seconds?
price.
There's
Okay.
just to honor
Go on.
the membership from Bend Over 3 months. He says MRM Relegation Ball FC. Thank you, bro, for being a member for 3 months. If anybody else wants to be a member, you can do so. You can donate memberships. You can drop a super
What was
chat.
the name again, Vegeta?
Let me say it. Let me say it. Let me say it. Let me say it. It's Ben, and his surname is Dover. Don't say
Well
it
done.
fast.
Amen, mate. Just say amen.
Just say
As you
Ben,
were,
innit?
guys. Doctor, over to you.
Man like Ben.
Man like Ben.
Benji.
Exactly.
So I just wanted to jump in on and confirm the ticket prices for the women's game because I was actually looking at them recently, and it's about £10 for an adult, and anyone aged over 16, I think, was about 5, and anybody under 2 was like 3 or something like that. And the under 18s one I went earlier on this year, I paid about £4. So I don't blame courts for wanting to take his kid to a women's game slash youth game because it's just mind-boggling how we are affected by the bad decisions of the Glazers mainly, and now Ineos and Ratcliffe, and they're trying to. I don't know what kind of shady business they're trying to do, and it trickles down and affects the players because they see the Glazers don't care. Amarim is trying to. Uh, at this point, now I feel like I shouldn't care because the owners don't care, and now the players don't care. That also, what I find very rude is now because of this whole thing, fans abroad, they're not gonna want to wake up at ungodly cost time to watch their team lose. And I think I'm more mad on Riri and Bots and everybody in America's behalf that they had to wake up at what an ungodly time on a Saturday morning to watch this shit, you know? So I don't blame anyone who wants to walk away or doesn't care anymore. And yeah.
Yeah, the mood in the room is crazy right now. But anyway, guys, we've been here for 1 hour, 39 minutes now. Any final thoughts before we close out the stream, people?
Yeah.
Well, go ahead,
Water's
Baz.
wet. Water's wet. That's my final thoughts.
Damn. Okay.
I will.
Anybody
I
else?
will say to something Pav said earlier. If in fact he is here, if in fact he's here by January, we need to get a midfielder, whether it be on loan, whether it be a cheap one, whether it be we steal one. But yes, we need to get a midfielder. If in fact he's here come January.
Final thought is if we lose to Sunderland, I think he's gone. I think Ineos will pull the plug. But yeah, we're still 4 points off top 4, top 5, so we're still there. But I think losing to Sunderland, Ineos will pull the switch. Final thought.
My final thoughts are we are one midfielder away from a title charge, just like everyone said in August. Title charge, people. Title charge.
I forgot that KG Rico is looking
Yeah.
nasty. For those names who are on that,
It's looking
Yeah.
diabolical.
Yeah.
I know
even
I
in my
know Peter's on
positivity,
there,
I
I
didn't.
think.
Even in my positivity, I couldn't put my name to that. But yeah, I'm actually
My,
looking forward to the next international break. That's how bad it is because Jamaica might qualify for the World Cup. That's how bad it is.
Well, that's true, coach. You guys are actually doing really well for real.
2 wins
My
away.
final thoughts are just going to be we'll beat Sunderland and get wired by Liverpool. Back to restore factory setting. Brighton.
Kenny, why do you sound drunk, bro?
The way you said wired.
Yo,
Uh,
Kenny, you are it, bro. Like you are legit it, bro. Like I don't even understand. Man sound like he had like 5 glasses of wine already.
United got you
It's
binge
okay.
drinking.
I don't blame him. This
On
team
a
is
Monday,
Every
just
hour's
Shan.
happy hour with Canny.
Just send the invoice here for the liver transplant to Ratcliffe, innit?
my final
Ah,
thought is I don't want to hear anything. Sorry, I don't want to hear anything about a sack in my life again. I'm tired, especially after the week we've had and the 2 hour lecture we had last week. Please, no more numbers.
Sorry. My final thought is, Doc, when you doing your hot chip now? Since obviously you finessed us all on Saturday.
I'll. When are we meeting up again?
Okay, no, like that thing's
Never
gonna
got
expire by the time that happens. You
That's
you
not
gotta be honest.
that's not gonna
You
You
happen.
you
You're
you
gonna
might
have
you
to do
you might have
you're
to do
gonna
you
have
might
to
have
do
to
it.
do the
Do it
do
now.
it on
Have you done it
stream
now?
or do it on like StreamYard, but after stream if you don't want to show your face
Nah,
on
just nah,
stream.
just put a
And
bally
then
on. Put a bally on and take that chip on
Okay,
stream.
fine.
yeah, you're gonna have Doc. You lost that privilege.
you
You're
got
gonna
a
have to do
YouTube channel
it.
anyway, so at some point you're gonna have to show your face.
Yeah, guys, when I will. I'm just trying to
Doctor,
fix
you did the
some
face
stuff
reveal
out.
on this channel. So what are we doing?
Ugh,
Wait,
don't
doctors had their
happen.
camera off on the channel. What's with the love them?
Yes.
Yeah, for like a minute or something like that.
There you go.
Ugh,
Yeah,
I
Doc. You
think
She
you need
also
to.
she
You,
also
sorry,
she also sent
you need
us
to.
she also sent us a video where she was at I think she was at was it Box Park?
Yeah,
yeah.
Shoreditch. Shoreditch.
When was that? Was
Yeah.
that
So
onto the group? I'm not in a group, so honestly.
no,
No,
uh,
yeah, it's for the football power hour group. There's a video in
Ah,
there
there
with
you
her
go.
face.
Yeah.
I'll,
There you go.
the thing
Yeah,
is,
Doc.
on
I'm sorry.
camera.
You need to schedule that shit in the next couple of weeks because it's
And there's
going
Pav's
on now.
and there's the curry that you owe Pav as well, isn't it?
Yes, I know.
Yo,
Unless
Listen,
The Vindaloo
you
was
wanna mix the
before
hot chip into the curry, like
Oh, 2 in 1.
Mix it
Pab's tried to
together.
Kill two birds.
Pab tried to kill her.
uh,
Now,
Super
what
concoction.
is wrong
well,
with
you
you,
lucky
bro?
she
think I'm
did.
gonna
They will
Lucky she the
literally
doc.
have
She
to
could do
pump
like
her
a self
stomach.
revive in it. She could self revive.
But Pav, they would have
Only
to pump
peppers
her
in that.
stomach, bro. What are you talking about?
wow.
Hey, Doc, have you ever played zombies on Call of Duty? There's like a self revive bottle
Oh,
that you can
I
use.
I don't play video games like that. The most I'll do is Tetris.
Yeah. Doc, sort that shit
No,
out
but
quickly,
but
please.
to be to
I'll
to
sort it
watch it,
out.
yes,
I'll
to
sort it
watch
out.
his
With
point,
my
you gotta sort that out.
yeah.
Even if you don't want to show your face on stream and you like call KG personally and let him see you do it while the stream is going, something, but you gotta sort it out. But nah.
Or you do
I
it
KG
will
on
ain't
And
got
the
to
and
StreamYard.
the
because you'll break his heart if he's not there.
and the Vindaloo
Yeah,
is
boss needs to be there.
definitely because the Vindaloo was before
yeah, I
summer.
know.
Me and Pav
Before
and we were on
it
this
was,
channel and you gotta do that Vindaloo.
I know.
Yeah.
It was like June. It was after the game, after the Europa League final and things like that, right? I'm gonna sort it out this week. Don't worry.
Do the right thing, Doc. But to everybody online, thank you very much to my esteemed panel, guys. Thank you very much for all of your
Yeah,
opinions.
we
Your
came in here and saved the show again.
as
Ugh,
always, love you guys. Thank you very much
Boss,
for your
boss
contributions.
needs to be thankful for his community, bro, because we be saving him lots of times.
You know, I'm running this stream while I'm working. Look at this. Look at life. Anyway,
Vegeta, go do your work.
yeah.
Tune
Anyway,
into
guys,
the reckless roundtable this evening. It'll be good discussion again, hopefully.
All right, guys, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It's been Vegeta on the Football
Amram
Power.
gone.
Gone.
Football Power Hour.